Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many peppers did Peter Piper pick? Okay, your turn.
Peter Piper picked a fuck. What? Oh, hang on. Bear with. Okay. Now though, now it should be. What? Hang on, bear with me. Crab.
Bad.
Isn't.
Bad.
Huh? Phrase.
Bad.
Oh yeah. B now, right? Okay. Oof. Cover. Egg. The. Oh my god, where am I at? This one's only a Bab anyway. Oh no, I've lost track. No more eyes on Bab. Where is the Bab? Oh. Hello, thank you for the drink. Cat Jumpers, give me a drink. Oh boy, I got scared. No, don't lock that in. Thank you, Maggie, for breaking the chain. Curb, yay, zip done. It would be a lot more visible if it's a short phrase, like a 4. Curb, yay, zip dump. Curb, yay, zip dump. Okay, let me remember that. What's the ha 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 in aid of?
Ha ha ha's in the chat, please.
Can someone literally, what's happening here? You can't hear, mighty fight, you can't hear. Oh god, I'm in the fire. Oh my god.
Sit down. Sit down.
Great.
I'm on a spinny chair and everything, but I can't see anything except behind the bureau.
But also, I'm behind the bureau de change, so I don't know if I can really see myself.
Wow, who isn't these days?
All the cool people are behind the bureau de change.
Green. Forward.
Yep.
Tony the Tiger time. Red.
Forward. What?
Red.
Junction.
I don't trust you, so I want to say forward. Forward. But I think sometimes if you just say the noun at once, that's enough. Besides frames.
Okay.
Photo frames.
This is the manager's photo. Huh? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Okay, your turn.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Buzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was not a bear. Well, fuck off!
Good.
Okay.
Repeat after me. How much wood would a wood...
Cannot be blamed for this. Play properly now. That's really good. So it's like you all the time.
Yes, yes, this is what it's like for me every single time. What the fuck?
Aren't there any instructions?
It's a full person. Let me out. This game's... I actually have a lot more fun with this than I expected. I thought this would suck. That's horrible, isn't it? That's horrible. Egg. Gotta move the thing. Egg. Oracle of Truth is a dickhead.
Show. They're not going to go, oh, sure, here's your change, sir.
This isn't fictional. This is What do you mean? We have had a quiz.
This has definitely happened.
Yeah, what do you mean fictional? Green. Forward.
Yep.
Tony the Tiger time.
I beg you. You. What do you
Euthanize
want?
brain.
Who are you?
What? Oh. Oh, hang on. Oh. But why would an incel do nofap? I thought nofap is a volcel thing. Oh no, it's not. It's about not masturbating. Martine, the degree of control you would need. I am only focusing on trying to be out of danger. I'm aware of how to do an action game. Whatever the upper boundary of that is. I don't know if I needed dialogue to tell me that. There are books here. The cup.
I am standing.
Go to the table.
The table. Okay.
Look at the cup.
You say blue cup, but there are 3
Look
of
at the
them.
cup.
You-
I don't make the rules. Oh no, I did make the rules, but I'm not currently enforcing them. It's the computer that well, it's the program I made. Okay. You've got 1 minute. If you're not going to elect yourself, exclamation mark me in the chat if you want to be champion. No, I have. Nice try, but I have guarded against that.
Yeah, good. It was just a little test.
The amount of really working. Yeah, SK, yeah, absolutely. Oh no. Oh no.
We can't do it without you.
Now that's a shot.
Shit.
Come out over the shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little
Yeah.
ram.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
A woodchuck would as much as he could if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Awesome. Wow, you did it. Thanks. I really needed that.
I was going to talk a little bit about the fringe tonight. The telly is deactivated, Albrock, but nice try. Was that puppy long or puppy short that got... it's faded out now.
Would you like to be our captain as well?
Oh, good. Josie is now the Taurus. I think Josie's
Okay.
complete.
I've got a question for everyone. Fingers on buzzers.
So now we can.
Now it's undecided whether that's a rule or not.
No. I'd always imagined you could do what you like, so...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll let my
What's the point of the rules then?
I didn't want to tell you that when you were spending money on it. And while we're discussing this, another poll. Should more points... egg.
Buzz.
Egg. Oh, we're back to this, aren't we?
Buzz.
Egg. He also went to the exact same... I've been streaming, so I actually haven't been answering Jam's necessary practical questions. So it looks like both of us went to the exact same place in the exact same shop. Saw that there were not sprouts.
And I'm gonna lick it. Arse.
What's going on? What's going on? What? What's going on? Okay, let's try restricted. Password required, I don't know. Local. You also want... Sorry, Jams also forgot the gnocchi. How did we both forget the gnocchi? Because we got thrown by the sprouts.
There's a lot happening.
I think we just
Like
got to have
odds.
double broccoli, no... Oh my god.
Double brock, no knock. Oh god, what a nightmare. No sprout, no
Went
knock.
in to get sprouts. Then got so anxious that we forgot the gnocchi and also bought broccoli.
Too anxious for sprouts.
Can't believe this. Double brock, no knock. This is absolutely wrecked. Depot. Huh?
4, 3,
Depot.
2,
What do you want me to say? Chill.
unbelievable.
Oh, depot. Mouth.
Great.
Great, that's perfect.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Okay, your turn.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Buzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was not a bear. Well, fuck off.
Good.
Okay.
Repeat after me.
Bit of shed.
Awesome.
I get it pretty
Repeat
early.
after me.
Your tongue's
Peter
hanging.
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many peppers did Peter Piper pick? Okay, your turn.
Peter Piper pecked whatever the upper boundary of that is. You didn't. There was a big campaign to no more page 3. I remember Bridget Christie was in some way associated with it, or just had the t-shirt. That's so fucking stupid. I've made the stupidest fucking leaderboard in the world. That is the worst leaderboard in the world. So the highest amount you can get, the highest amount you can get is 9. And then, okay, I'm realizing why I'm never making any progress on games is that I immediately come into a game environment, use it as background really as I wander around in tight concentric circles, and then just treat the whole thing like a podcast and just tell anecdotes about gross things I've done.
Perhaps also, maybe they
Thank you, Catbox. I've been thinking about how funny it would be if one day I just told you all we're not saying egg anymore, we're saying some other word. I spent a lot of yesterday laughing about it, laughing about putting an announcement on the Discord saying we don't say egg anymore, we say like dog or house or something. My mic is weird. Hello, 1 2. 1 2, coming down. 1 2. It's a bit loud. I don't touch this. I don't touch the settings on this. Sometimes it comes out a bit weird. Lots of echo. Okay, I'll just unplug, replug. Hello, how are we? It's on now. Oh, it looks like it's normal again. Looks quiet even. Are we good? You think we're coming through another mic? 1 2, 1 2. Let me take a look. No, it's this. No, it's this. Yeah, it's because I turned it down in response to it being really loud and distorted. 1 2, 1 2. 1 2, 1 2. Hello. Am I coming through okay now? Hello, welcome. Tonight we will be doing Sean Morley. Being hair looking good, thank you. I'm going to grow this out dead long. It's been raining solidly for 2 days here. So Amsterdam's just purely wet. It is fun being in a place that's full of water that always looks like it's on the very edge of what it can contain. But also knowing that despite that, despite being below sea level, it is simply not going to flood here. Whereas in Sheffield, which was significantly inland and above sea level and very hilly, it was always at risk of flooding and leaks and roofs going in. Up a splash more. 1 2, 1 2. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How about that? 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. Oh. Hey. Have you come here to visit or did you come here to live? Can't believe we're cancelling it. I just think it'd be funny. I think it'd be funny from the absolutely unanimous backlash. Egg. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. I am going to call a little roll call so I can say hello to you all. However, I want to detail some changes I've made to the stream intro roll call. You now can set your own little title, which will... There's a great festival. Yeah, I'm going to be... they do bat watching in the Amsterdam Boss, which I want to go to. And I plan on getting my cycling confidence up by taking a few trips over there. They do a little bike rental place. Anyway, you now can set your own little title to be greeted with when we do the saying hello. Yeah, exclamation mark title and then your title. I've made it subs only, if only just to push subs in the increasing. Yeah, I just think it'd be really funny to threaten it. However, if you don't have a title or haven't subbed or don't want a title, thank you very much, Dr. Plem, and of course, thank you for the sponsorship. Oh, the Golden Kappa train is incoming. Amazing. You'll have a limited time to earn an exclusive Golden Kappa emote for 24 hours. I don't know what that is, but I guess I'm suitably excited. If you don't have a title, can't make a title, don't want a title will be generated from you from a random adjective and a random noun pulled from the adjective and noun category in the randomizer. It's the rest of the Raiders. Welcome, Buzz Josie, and welcome, Buzz Josie friends. How was the slow stream this evening? More training. Egg. More training across if Birmingham was set inside the original Duke Nukem. Now, I haven't... I've only been able to test this with myself and Nightbot, so it's not been that easy to check if it works. Oh yeah, you got a little QR code here. I'll scan that later. Hello, Funky. Took the train to Hammer Twitch to watch Sean Moore. Very, very nice. Here I am. I'm viewable. Ah, thank you very much. And thank you very much, Neck Neil. I am going to call a roll call soon, so if you do want any titles, get your titles in. exclamation mark title followed by your title. And if you want to add more words to the randomizers, please add noun. You could add a noun such as dog, or you could add an adjective such as gelatinous. Oh wow, the Captain Tom ones are very good. There's a surprising amount of Captain Tom here. I'm very glad that Captain Tom's become a community-wide meme. Good, I'll give you an opportunity to get all that out of your system.
Egg.
Egg is a good noun. Unfortunately, we are going to be winding down. Just to let everyone know, we are going to be winding down the egg system. We're going to be moving on. As of November, we're going to be saying... how do you get a random title? Just don't give yourself a title. We're not going to be saying egg anymore. As of November, we are instead going to be saying...
Egg.
Mug tree. Egg. So yeah, if you've been enjoying saying egg, you've got a few more days to get that out of your system. But as of the start of November, we are going to be saying mug tree. So if you do want a custom egg, feel free to get those in now, and I will make them. But of course, I will be getting rid of this whole system in November. We are going to start saying mug tree. I will be deleting anything from the Discord about egg. That's all done. We are going to be saying from November mug. We are going to be saying mug tree. Finally, some mug tree representation. Exactly, Jonesy Russell's got it. No egg November is my Brexit, and just like we all liked Brexit, we're gonna love no egg November. In fact, we can just pin this here.
Egg.
No egg November is going to be all of our Brexits, in that it was going to set us free.
Thank you
so much for triggering the welcome bear.
I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
No egg November is my Brexit. Can I please get NENIMB in the chat? No egg November is my Brexit. Good thing I'm going to be too busy to watch the stream. Thank you very much, Lucy Lefty. Good to know that some people know that they lost and they've gotten over it. Tonight we are going to be rewriting a classic work of literature as a team, as a squad, and as a political caucus. If you have any books that you think count as a great work of literature that you are personally familiar with and will personally be willing to help me understand the contents of the book, please please add it into the randomizer under the category rewrite. Add, rewrite, and then a book. That's how it should look. We got a welcome bear coming in.
Tack så mycket för att du aktiverade välkomstbjörnen. Jag gillar att se nytt folk i chatten och jag gillar att se den här gemenskapen gå från styrka till styrka.
Exactly, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear, Ava. Love to see new faces in the chat. Oh, we got a welcome bear coming in.
Thank you so much
for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat. And I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength. Yeah, so I'm just giving people some updates. First update is, as of November, we're not going to be saying egg anymore. We're going to be saying mug. As of November, we're not going to be saying egg anymore. We're going to be saying mug tree. Egg.
Buzz egg.
Egg.
So, yeah, if you can please, you can put Mugtree in the chat now, but it won't really count until next month. If you do want to say egg now, that's absolutely fine. Just remember, how many days have you got left? You've got less than 2 weeks. You have 11 days to say egg. After that time, egg's going to be a banned term here, and we're going to be saying Mugtree. Yeah, if there's a poll up here saying what we're going to be saying next month, obviously if you've been paying attention, you'll vote 2. You can vote 1 if you want, but that is just wrong. You won't, because we'll be saying Mugtree.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength. Now, just to let you know, another... Andy, that's actually not true. Next month we're going to be saying Mugtree. I am going to be running the roll call soon, just to let people know. Subscribers, you can add a title that you'll be greeted with during the roll call, ! Title, and then your title. And if you don't have a title will be assigned to you by pulling a random adjective and a random noun out of the randomizer. So feel free to add nouns and adjectives. Yeah, the coward. There will actually be a colon after it, so yours will actually read a little oddly there. Albert, how long can the titles be? There's no character limit. You could write a whole novel in there. I don't recommend it, and it will go off the screen, but there's no character limit. Yeah, More Vision 2023 winner. That's very good. Let's actually just run a little roll call now. It'll be nice to see who's in and who's aware of this new change. Martine, just to let you know, as of next month, we're not going to be saying egg anymore. We're going to be saying Mugtree. People seem to be very unhappy, but I've given them 11 days notice to get egg out of their system and learn to embrace Mugtree. And just before we move into the actual content of the stream, where we're going to be rewriting a work of literature. Oh, what's won this?
Egg.
Yeah, it's Mugtree. Like I said, I don't need a poll to, I've made it clear, I don't need the poll to back me up. We are going to be saying Mugtree next month, and egg is going to be phased out like a stinky pound coin. But, we're not talking about the future, we're talking about now, and I want to say hello to all of you. Is that the old one? Where's that? That's the old roll call. I should delete that one. I duplicated the button. I need it to play out. It's quite hard to stop it now. But it will end eventually. There we go. Now it's just clicking without the music. I forgot. I forgot. I tried to reorganize stuff and ended up duplicating the roll call, and I updated one of them but not the other. It's nice to see everyone. It's nice to see so many faces in, though. I will say hello to you all properly in just a second. Just need this to play out. It's lovely to see you all in here. Oh, we got a welcome bear.
Thank you for triggering the welcome bear. I love to see new faces in the chat, and I love to see this community go from strength to strength.
Josie Hypatia's welcome bear is the fastest one. Just put a few Mugtrees in the chat while we wait. Don't put smelly bird, because I don't want to say someone's smelly. I don't want to bully anyone. Okay, that was the old roll call that I triggered by mistake. Here, it is good to see you all. Hello and welcome to everyone. Welcome to Not a Medical Doctor, Dr. Plem, the Smelly Ice Cream, Drapsnat, the Tasty Merc, that's really, Egg Rebel, 84 Natalie, the Swaying Keycard, one of the Josies, it's Buzz Josie, the Sheepish Egg, it's Hondo Zed, the Eggy Car Park, Josie Russell, Just Sexy, Lucy Lefty, the Groovy Tires, Lurks, the Eggy Tires, ooh, Rihanna, Two Squares, Albert, the Coral Big Mac, Alice Idra, the Coral Backpack, Cat Boxman, the Loose Towel, Dave Saw, the titular Crinston Dome Acolyte, More Vision 2023 winner, Tyne, missed one, Sheepish Printing Press, the Confounding Doom Scrolling, definitely Rickard, the Hot Disneyland, Hi-Fi Lowlife, a Normal Chatbot, Nightbot, the Blue Car Park, Red Quixote, the Red Bongo, Singular, Andy Plem, the Fresh Abstraction, Ashcatch 147, Ava Liversidge, the Sexy Cressup, the Eggy Bingo, Leap Kennedy, the Fiery Egg, Saint Lau, Earth's Champion, Sean Moore, More Vision 2024 Champion, a good Peter Pointy Reckoning that will shudder you, Cool White Mom, Funky Mr. Chicken, the Hot Unicycle, Egg Friend, Summer Bit, the Bold Bingo, Baldy, the Stripy Ginger Nut Biscuit, Matt, the Passive Horse, it's Maggie, the Gelatinous Grandma, it's Mando Season 4 coming next week. But do you think I should give myself a little bit more time on that? Do you think I should give myself a little longer on each? do you think just a little, just another second or two? Leg. It's a little fast. Anyway, I think that works. I feel everyone. I missed being welcomed and feeling welcome. Were you not welcomed? Were you not welcome? I'm happy to welcome you. Oh, right, you came up, but I didn't. To be honest, that was exhausting. I'll do that once at the end and once at the beginning. That's my promise to everyone. Re-welcome. Mughouse. What's Mughouse? Oh, there's a poll up. Thank you to Good Pete for setting this poll. Did that need more time, less time, no change at all, or 4? Mugtree. Now, you don't have to put Mugtree here, of course, but if this was November, you would be obligated to, of course, put in for Mugtree. It needs more time. I can give it more time. Do you think an extra second will do? That's a good title, Dr. Plem. Mughouse is the new saying. Yeah, it's just an idiom we like. Imagine fast mode, but all you can write is Mugtree. That's the vision of the future. Please say Mugtree in the Mugtree thread on Discord. Well, that isn't available.
Dr. Plem.
I don't repeat this.
It's got that taste that you just won't forget.
Democracy is a bus, yeah. What, forever going round one roundabout? Is that what you mean? Oh, we have a welcome bear. Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength. Well, it's not actually the OG welcome bear. The OG one I got rid of. It was a little teddy bear shooting a gun. Okay, so what book are we going to do? If you have a book you would like us to cover, preferably one that you have read and have some ability to summarize, please put it in the category rewrite. Category rewrite. I think we have some in there currently. It currently contains The Great Gatsby, Frankenstein, 1984, Animal Farm, and Watchmen. Watchmen, the Alan Moore graphic novel. I think we could rewrite Watchmen. It'd be nice to get that more filled before we roll our first one. I'd like it honestly to be heaving. I'd like it to be stuffed to its brim with every notable work in the entirety of Earth's canon. Do I have time to get a tea? Yeah, of course, of course. You could have a deep coffee. Anybody ever written a book about the Monty Hall problem? Yes, it's called Maths. All the mathematics books will cover that. You don't have to. It would be fun if someone did. To be honest, this entire stream format was really just trying to capture the lightning in the bottle of when me and Catbox tried to rewrite the Hunger Games. But neither of us had read the Hunger Games, and really we were supposed to be playing Minecraft. Well, I've read my Lifey. I'd like it to be one that I can at least pretend I've not read. and use information entirely secondhand from someone else who has read it. How much to submit a welcome bet? Just send it to me and I'll add it in. Yeah, it's free. All right, let's find out what we're doing. Remove random and rewrite. And we will be looking at tonight The Great Gatsby. Okay, there's something a little bit wrong with the spacing there. I wonder at the very least if they just need to be in the different order. Do we like The Great Gatsby? And just to make sure it's something that we're all collectively keen on. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do an actual.
Poll open.
1 for Let's Go with Gatsby, 2 for re-roll. I've watched a Gatsby film adaptation, and I don't know if I read the book. I'm sure I've cracked open the book. I don't think I've read the book. No one's coming out for GG Gats? No one's coming out for GG Gats. Okay, GG Gats is probably almost certainly been defeated. I feel like given that we have to we're spending the entire evening talking about our book, it should be a book that can win this poll.
Poll closed.
The winner is this.
No, incredibly, and no one even voted for Mugtree. Okay, we'll pull out another one.
Egg.
Hello, Jambud. I'm just letting everyone know that as of next month, we're not going to be saying egg anymore. We're going to be saying Mugtree. And that's about it, really. We're just going to be looking at, we're going to be rewriting a great work of literature together. But first, we need to decide on a title that a majority of people want to focus on. So people have been adding books into Rewrite.
Egg.
I don't think anyone said Mug House. I wouldn't recommend saying Mug House this month or next.
Egg.
Okay, shuffling again. Does someone put Robocop in there? I don't think that's a Gruesham Grange. What's Gruesham? Cressup, don't say Mug House. No one's saying Mug House. What's Gruesham Grange? I've never heard of that before. I literally don't know what that is. Is anyone going to tell me what Gruesham Grange is? It was a bad book. Okay, poll 1. Do we want Gruesham Grange? What? Everyone's just saying Gruesham Grange. Oh, I didn't say Mug House. I said Mug Tree. You're getting me doubt myself now. I'm pretty sure I said Mug Tree. Looks right for a rewrite. I don't even know the initial right.
Egg.
If you want to vote for Mug Tree, that would be 4. It's an invisible option. Because this is a 2-option poll, it sort of sneakily remembers option 3 and option 4 of previous polls.
Egg.
If you want to get your redemptions in for saying Mug Tree,
Egg.
and it comes up in your voice, just let me know.
Egg.
We've almost hit 100 eggs tonight, so it's been a very good. Did you enjoy Gruesham Grange, Jam?
Egg.
Okay, it's re-roll. Okay. Do you think there is a title that can win 50% of this poll? Mugtree's not a book, Summer. Nothing can win a poll. I think Mugtree could. Frankenstein. Frankenstein could be a strong one. Frankenstein's a laugh. I was listening to a video essay about Frankenstein last night. It's October. It's we roughly all know the plot, except we don't really, because we only know what's come down the cultural slipstream. We probably actually don't know the plot of the original book. It's actually Frankenstein's book. Okay, looks like we're going to be doing Frankenstein. Now, who amongst us has actually read Frankenstein? I am going to be popping a voice channel into the Discord called Rewrite. Anyone is welcome to come on there and talk about Frankenstein. You don't have to have seen it. Obviously, that would be helpful.
Poll closed.
The
Have you read The Giving House? No.
is this.
Okay, from 9 to 2, it is Frankenstein with 1 vote for No Change at All and 1 vote for Mugtree. Now, I don't know the plot of Frankenstein, really. I just know some of the vagaries. I know it was written by Mary Shelley, initially as part of a horror spooky story writing competition. And I know, I was listening to this thing about how it was very heavily inspired by the original Bavarian Illuminati. It's a part where they chase the monster with torches. I think it's mostly being on a boat and pining, just like every good book of that generation. Mugtree is canon way of saying egg. No, Mugtree is a whole different phrase, I'm afraid. Okay, so obviously I can't read Frankenstein now, so I need some way of getting it summarized. It goes to Antarctica. Okay, let's start getting this down. Okay, identify the book. Done. Math Shaz's Frankenstein.
Thank you so much for
triggering the welcome bear.
I love seeing
new faces in the chat.
And I love seeing this
community
go from strength
to strength. Ow. It's going to be Math Shaz's Frankenstein. If you do !info, it should tell you the Google Doc link. Anyone who comes through has edit rights. Oh, hello. Leg. You have joined the voice chat, but you are muted currently. You're the welcome bear anyway.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I had you on the screen as well as on the phone.
That'll do it. Can you tell me, have you read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
I feel like I remember the plot. I feel like I have read it, but I can't entirely remember it.
Okay. That's perfect, honestly. So, just start giving me all the details that you have.
So there is a person who is called Dr. Frankenstein, and they want to bring something back to life, and it's made of like loads of like parts of different bodies, and all the villagers are just like, nah, mate, don't do that. And he's like, actually, I'm going to do that. And he, or they, I suppose.
Sorry? Are you they theming Dr. Frankenstein?
I can't remember. Is it like well established that Dr. Frankenstein's a man? I can't remember.
I think they're called Victor Frankenstein. As I said, he.
So yeah, they bring back a thing with lightning, and it scares everyone, and they all come and raid their house, and Frankenstein escapes, and then he he captures a local person and climbs the house.
Wait, who does? Who does? Sorry, Victor.
Frankenstein's monster climbs the house, and
hang on, sorry, I need to roll back. I've lost my place in the stenography. So I'm making bullet points here. So I've got they bring back a thing with lightning. It scares everyone. They raid his house, and given they now could refer to literally anything we've brought up so far. Is they the monster, Frankenstein, or the distressed villagers?
I think the first they is Dr. Frank is Victor, them, and then Frankenstein's monster scares everyone. The villagers raid his house, and then Frankenstein's monster climbs Dr. Frankenstein's house, and then the villagers have to like rent an aeroplane to like shoot him off of the top of it.
The villagers rent an aeroplane. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to pause you here. I'm going to pause
I feel like
you.
somebody else should step in.
Well, hang on. When was this book written? I am very confident this book was written before the invention of the airplane.
I think I'm going to tap out. I feel like that's my knowledge on Frankenstein tapped.
Well, you say tapped, but to me it feels like a rug pull on whether you've read it, because you've added this huge element. And unless you were joking around and you turned it into King Kong on purpose.
I've been rumbled.
Okay. Sorry, I just was in stenography mode. And when you're in stenography mode, you're not evaluating anything, you're just typing. None of this happens, in your opinion, says Jambird. Okay, I'm just going to say... Simmering paused. Witness testimony comes under question. Have you read it? Have you read the book?
Have I read the book? I feel, yeah, I have.
Did you say I feel?
I feel like I have. You know when you feel like you've read a book?
Yeah.
I also feel like I've read it.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to probably...
All right, I'll see you later.
No. You can jump in. I'm just trying to work out what I do with the existing summary that I don't believe is true. Do you know what? Just start from the top, and we'll just merge all these drafts together in the end.
Oh, you want me to go from the top?
Yeah, just go from the top.
So there's Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster, and the monster has got really big, like, bolts in his neck, like loads of them all around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
He can't breathe.
Like a ruff.
Sorry?
Like a ruff.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure you...
Like what you see Shakespeare wearing.
Oh, yeah. Like, well, no. Um,
Okay, I'll just strike through that.
What are you striking? Anyway,
sent-
yeah. So there's and the neck is really heavy, and Frankenstein cries.
The Doctor.
The novel explores themes of science, ambition, morality, and consequences of playing with the boundaries of life and death. The creature, often referred to as Frankenstein's monster, is left to navigate the world on its own. It faces rejection, isolation, and mistreatment from society.
Frankenstein's monster.
With the big bolt.
Did you? What pronouns did you use for the monster? Was that his own?
Yeah. I don't remember the character being non-binary.
Just checking.
Not got a problem with it.
Okay, it's quite a short book then. It seems quite short if that's...
Well, I'm only here because you sent me a DM saying if you're struggling with... You said, oh, if I'm struggling with the stream, just pop on. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, and that has helped a lot, actually. That's really gotten me out of the weeds.
I probably shouldn't have come on, actually. But,
could someone in chat please elaborate on what we mean by Frankenstein is a wife guy or Frankenstein's monster is a wife guy?
I do remember that it takes place in a castle and it's raining a lot. And Frankenstein creates the monster because it wants to create... I don't know, I think he wants a friend.
You think Victor's doing it because Victor wants a friend?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
No, it's because he's lonely.
What? Victor Frankenstein just wants it like an assemblage of corpse parts as a friend.
You tell me why he wants it.
I think just pure science, it's mankind going too far. He just wants to show that it can be done.
Yeah, no, but if he made it, he wouldn't call it a monster, would he?
I don't think he'd be mates with it. I think he'd put it to work in the fields or something. Okay. Lifting rocks.
Well, lifting rocks.
Lifting up heavy rocks.
I thought I knew more about this book than I did, but I know the bolts. Don't forget to have the bolts.
And what are the bolts doing? Why are there bolts in the neck?
I wasn't sure, but when they were saying about the aeroplane, I thought, oh, they probably got the bolts from the aeroplane, and that's why the plane crashed and it killed the people.
I feel like the aeroplane was only... The Wright brothers only made the plane at the very, very end of the 19th century, and this was written earlier in the 19th century, so I don't think planes existed.
Yeah, but we haven't made hoverboards yet. We still know what they are.
So you think people were writing and talking about planes, and then the Wright brothers were like, that's a bloody good idea, why don't we just make them? These sound great, why are we just talking about them? Let's make one.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, I wasn't there.
That's fair.
I know
We haven't been over.
All right, I'm going to tag out.
Thanks for tagging in.
I really struggled with this.
I think we're all struggling with this. It's a thing that we all feel like we know, and when it comes down to writing anything down, we're all like, I don't know. What's the reply?
I felt really confident coming in, but bye. Love everyone.
See you later. Okay, so Anonymous Lima's actually given us quite a lot here.
Can I hop in?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So I wasn't going to, because I think I got bored halfway through reading this book and stopped. But I'm now beginning to think that maybe I've still read considerably more than everyone else who's had a go. So
A
maybe
lot
it's
of
worth
people have this. There's a mismatch between how much people think they know it and how much they seem to when it comes down to summaries.
Well, I think once you start reading it, you go, nothing is happening in this book. This is nothing like any of the films. And so then you've got a clear idea of how different they are. But all right, I can tell you what I remember.
All right, let's go.
All right. Picture the beginning of the film The Thing.
Ooh.
Except no planes or helicopters.
Because they weren't invented yet, were they? So we've got
Exactly,
a Norwegian
crucial
shooting
point.
at a dog.
That might have been in there. But it is very snowy. And they do find something. And there's a scientist. What they find is a scientist. And then I don't remember if the scientist talks to them, or if he writes them a letter, or if they're writing a letter about what the scientist told them. Martine said it's about letters. I think that's probably true. I think there's lots of letters. But essentially, you get the story of why this guy is in Antarctica getting shot at by the Norwegian guys.
He's one of them, right? He's the alien now.
Well, he's not, but he did make... I don't know, is Frankenstein an alien?
No,
He makes a
Frankenstein's not an
thing-
alien. He's from Germany.
And so the reason this guy is in, I think, Antarctica is because... So I don't remember any bit where he actually says that he makes a monster, but he talks all about going to university to please his parents, and he talks about loving science, and he probably talks about electricity and body parts, and then I guess at some point he says he makes a monster, but I think it's all like, I don't remember like a clear scene where he's like, and then the lightning happened or whatever. He's just like, I did something really bad, and you sort of like read between the lines and get that there's a monster or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he sort of gets scared and runs away. He's like, oh, I shouldn't have done this. Or maybe the villagers get scared. I don't actually remember the villagers either.
Oh,
but
villagers. Oh, we're not talking about Antarctica now. We're in a flashback.
No. Yeah. So the opening scene is Antarctica, but then I don't think anything else happens in Antarctica. Because it's a gothic novel, and they love doing that. They have a setup
it takes
where they're
place
like...
in Innsbruck. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that might be right. Yeah, so a classic thing with gothic novels is that someone is in a place, they're sitting by a fire or something, and there's a big amount of time to pass, and so they tell you a story. But then it's really weird because the first chapter is setting up the setting of this person sitting by the fire, but then the whole rest of the story is actually like something that happened a decade ago or something. Okay, so we're out of Antarctica, we're in Innsbruck probably, and he's done his science, he's scienced too hard, and now he's got this like, I guess a guy with some bolts. Maybe there's bolts. And he regrets it, he's not happy about it. And I think he either leaves him or he runs away. And basically this weird like child monster thing doesn't really know how to like be in the world or do anything. And so he ends up, I think he goes off and like does some other stuff, but everyone, like, no one really wants to hang out with this weird monster guy. So he's really lonely. I think Ava got that part right. He's really lonely. And then he goes back to the scientist and says to the scientist, can you get me a girlfriend? And the scientist is like, I sort of don't think I should have even made you. I think I've already gone wrong, so I don't really want to do anything more. But then I think the monster convinces him, like, you've sort of started this, and now I'm really lonely, so you kind of owe me. And then I think the rest of what I read was this guy being like, fine, and then he leaves the monster again, so the monster's barely in it. but it's him being like, "Fine, I'll try and find/make you a girlfriend," and then he goes on a boat, and then he was talking about being on the boat for ages, and I got really bored and stopped reading. But I assume he ends up in Antarctica, and that's the end. I don't know.
Goes to Antarctica, meets the people from the beginning of the book. The book loops.
And then someone invents helicopters.
Planes later invented and retconned into the story. There we go. Now that's Frankenstein. When does Frankenstein kill that girl? You're thinking of Mice and Men. I think, Lenny was also made of body parts, but in his case, just his normal living body parts. That sounds good to me.
All right, I think Funky Mr. Chicken's here. Have you got any more questions for me, or shall I hop out?
No, I think that's thorough and concise.
Cool. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, TYJB's in the chat, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hi. How is everyone?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. I actually did read this book, and I think I remember bits of it.
Well,
so if there's anything that needs tweaking, let me know.
Well, given that we have perhaps somewhere between 3 to 4 entire summaries, I'm going to ask a slightly different question of you, because I think in order to rewrite Frankenstein, we need to, in some way, reject it or think that there's something in there that we don't like or that we could improve upon. And so I would ask of you, what are your criticisms of Frankenstein from what you remember of it?
So my first criticism is his mum's called Caroline, and at no point does anyone sing Sweet Caroline.
Okay. That's another one, probably because that hasn't been invented yet, right?
But they should have put that in post.
Yeah.
Also, on Caroline's deathbed, she's like, I know we adopted this young girl called Elizabeth, but you two should get married, she says to her son and her adopted daughter. And I think that there should be less incest in books.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot take.
In all books?
In all books.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Victor's best friend, who's eventually killed, is called Henry Clerval, and I think we should replace him with Henry Cavill.
Right, who up until recently played Geralt of Rivia.
Yes.
In The Witcher. I've already written, but should be called and played by Henry. So he should be played by Henry Cavill playing himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a little nod to the reader.
It's quite a big nod, right? Because he sort of must have gone back in time, or is this a modernized retelling where Frankenstein's happening now? Is Henry Cavill a famous actor in this story?
I was relying quite heavily on the fact that Henry Clerval and Henry Cavill sounded the same.
Unfortunately, it creates a lot of back-end work. It sounds like a simple modification, but it does raise a number of questions about the setting and time.
Maybe Henry Cavill went back in time.
Okay. Who has travelled back in time?
He could have brought the helicopter and the concept of planes with him.
In a plane, yeah. In like a small 2-person biplane. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of ice in the film. In the book.
Yeah, not keen?
If it's a modern retelling, there's a lot less ice.
Oh, yes. Which there wouldn't be nowadays.
just
Henry comments regularly on the abundance of ice. He keeps asking where all the Arctic flowers are.
And there should be a lot of comments about permafrost.
Okay, a lot of comments about permafrost. Yeah, and maybe about social media as well.
Yeah.
Frankenstein doesn't really say enough about social media, I think.
And when they were building the wife, it's all obviously they're just making body parts, but they never actually had a sit down and talked about personality. What if you build like a physically, the wife you wanted, but then like I don't know, she's not a right personality match for you. Maybe that's why Frankenstein like tore her to pieces before his monster could meet her. It was just like, oh, she like I made her and she wrote "Live, Laugh, Love" on my walls. I can't do this to my monster, and then destroyed the wife.
Sorry. Your suggestion is that Frankenstein the doctor creates a wife who's like really basic, and then he destroys this corpse wife because of her interior design is just a bit Kath Kidson, no personality, keep calm, carry on. Chuggy, she's excessively chuggy.
And has throw pillows. I'm very insistent that the throw pillows go on, even though no one else sees the bedroom, and then we'll take the throw pillows off to get into bed.
See, the note I made is that it's sexist to make your wife from bits of dead women. But I feel that's maybe not consistent with this new plot element of killing a woman for being chuggy.
She was.
I feel like those themes are in tension there.
Well, they could have been. I think there should be like an 80s makeover montage scene where they build different wives, and then like the wife will be like, "Oh, this is something I like to do," and then like Frankenstein and his monster will look at each other and be like, "Oh no," and then they'll break apart that wife, and then they'll make a new wife. More books should have 80s montages.
Yeah. So it's like a kind of precursor to the Stepford Wives, except all the women are rotting.
Yeah. Like, he's not, because obviously he was disgusted at his first monster. He wanted his second attempt to be better. And he becomes a bit too much a perfectionist, and just like, and that's the real issue, that any of these women could have been perfect, but it's because he becomes too controlled by his own desire for a perfect woman.
And zooming out from individual story beats, what thematically and overall do you think wouldn't sit well with a 21st century readership market? What would the core demographic of this rewrite be? Who fundamentally would we be appealing to?
I think people who read. I think the illiterate market is not someone that we're marketing for. And then body horror's in at the moment. So teens, tweens, we could make it steamier.
Do tweens like steam?
But like PG-13 steam.
And tweens like steam?
I think so. I read Grewsome Grange, so I've not got a lot to go on.
Literally, no one gave me anything on Grewsome Grange. I still don't know what it is.
It's not a good book. Maybe Victor Frankenstein could go there instead of university. Tie it in with the Grewsome Grange fans. Because there's 2 books, so this will be like the 3rd in the trilogy. So we've automatically pulled in the Grewsome Grange fans into Frankenstein. They'll be like, wow, there's more books than Grewsome Grange. And then return to Grewsome Grange.
Okay, tween readers who like Steam and Grewsome Grange. Okay. So
if
it
anyone
needs
else
to
wants
be
to jump in this chat, this would be great because I feel like I want to pull the ripcord because my but I won't leave you on your lonesome until someone else joins. You'll have my great ideas.
Well, you don't want to leave me lonesome, but no one wants to feel like they're pushing you out of the call by entering while you're in it. So it is a catch-22.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. I'll leave. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Can we get some TY FMCs? What's the Google Docs shortcut for strike through? Google Docs strike through shortcut. So much that needs striking through. Alt Shift 5. Nice. That can't remain there. Okay, so I think we got 9 pages of text. Step 3, fix the book, more egg, less mug tree. Okay, can't have that. Not given the changes that are coming in November. And we've got more mug tree. Non-binary doctor, get deep in feelings. Did Shakespeare have neck bolts? Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry. I was genuinely just coughing. Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Oh, yes. I can. When you coughed, I jumped. I could very much hear you. Thank you for the follow, Nerd on the Rocks. Nerd on the Rocks, if you've read any of Frankenstein, please let me know.
I got some ideas. I got some really big ideas. I'm more just holding over till someone else gets here. Someone with real vision. Hang on, it's your stream. You tell me what you want.
Well, I've just noticed that someone has started writing chapter 1 just in the document. However, having looked through it, it seems to be a mishmash of Moby Dick and Catcher in the Rye.
You don't want that, do you?
I really don't. And I only really know the first couple of paragraphs of both, so beyond that, I don't really know what it's talking about. You've read Frankenstein, Nerd on the Rocks. What did you like the least about it?
Well, I'm not Nerd on the Rocks. I presume you're talking to someone in chat.
Yeah, we've got a new chatter. However, I have you here on the call, so
Yeah, you can't just have dead air. The show must go on, right?
Yeah, what do you think would most improve Frankenstein? And I don't mean a specific plot beat. I mean overall. What's the course correction?
You don't mean like suggesting like you should put hoverboards in there?
Exactly. I want something a bit grander than that. A whole new direction for the franchise.
As a side note, I was gonna suggest that anyway, but in terms of like a big, I think it has to. I think it has to have lots of metaphors in it. I think like if you because that's the thing with like books and stuff. It's like you think something means something, like someone say I drive a car, but the car will mean like their isolation or something like that. So
yeah, the car means they're lonely.
Yeah, so like if you like a good theme would be what's right in this world.
Oh yeah. What's good to do? Since you've been so good on answering this question, shall we put hoverboards in there as a treat?
Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great. Because someone will read this in the future and they'll be having the debate that we had about the planes.
Yeah.
And they'll go, but hoverboards weren't invented then. How did they know?
Yeah, and people love, like how people love, like, The Simpsons predicted everything. Well, we could just put everything into Frankenstein. And then people be saying Frankenstein invented everything, yeah.
Yeah, and I like that this rewrite will become a sort of Frankenstein of the chat's ideas.
People are putting woke Frankenstein and Wokenstein in the chat. Do you think this retelling should be woke?
Why are they doing that?
Well, I don't know. Actually, not. It just happened out of nowhere. But do you think Frankenstein should be woke?
I think if it's going to stand the test of time, it should.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it should be both. I think it should be woke and anti-woke.
Oh, okay.
But mainly woke.
Okay, 90% woke, but 10% anti-woke.
Yeah, just so because I think Funky Miss Chicken was saying we need to cater to readers. I think we need to cater to, people who aren't readers and a bit everyone else as well.
Yeah, we need to cater. It should be all formatted. Do you know how Jan was saying it's all told through the doctors found frozen in the Antarctic? Well, what if instead it's a Reddit post?
That's really good.
Yeah.
And Frankenstein is a hoverboard.
Oh, and he invented a hoverboard just called The Creature.
Yeah.
And what if it's told through GoFundMe then, and he's actually raising money for a hoverboard called The Creature?
I don't want to say that I think this is a good idea, but I think it's I think it's I don't think we should do that.
Thanks for being straight.
It sort of doesn't make sense,
What do you mean? It could be made out of body parts. Oh, he could, yeah. Joseph H is saying it all could be an "Am I the asshole?" post. Am I the asshole for creating someone out of body parts and using them as a hoverboard?
If we're still looking, hello, by the way.
Hello.
Hello.
If we're still looking for problems with Frankenstein, I haven't read it, but my brother, who is in my house.
I'm sorry. I've got a cough. I'm gonna.
Read it in school and absolutely hated it, so I could get him on for troubleshooting.
Yeah, or even just extract a problem and bring it in your own brain.
From my idea of Frankenstein.
No, I mean you could just say, "Hey, quick, 5 seconds. What's the worst thing about the book Frankenstein?" And then they'll say it, and you just remember it and come back.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's an idea. I'll do that.
All right. Speak to you soon. Okay. Frankenstein retold as an "Am I the asshole?" post on Reddit. It's just incredibly long, book length. Okay. I made a living hoverboard from things I found in a mass grave. Am I the asshole? And how old's Victor in this? Would be like 38, male. Made a creature.
All right.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. So I immediately asked, "What's wrong with Frankenstein?" And he said, "In Edinburgh," which was not the answer I expected. But on clarification, he found it unemotional and didn't enjoy the writing style.
Do you think? And does your brother read Reddit?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Do you know if he reads like screenshots of Am I the Asshole posts that have ended up on different social media platforms?
Unless they're ending up like on like chess.com, I doubt it.
Needs more chess.
Yeah, more chess and more emotion.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of emotion on chess.com. People are screaming at each other.
I feel like we should maybe set it in Edinburgh, just as a nod to whatever went through his brain.
Yeah, that's a good way of showing respect.
Yeah.
Okay. So it needs to have more metaphors. It might have a hoverboard. It needs to ask the question, what's good to do? Product placement. Frankenstein predicts Bitcoin. Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster love egg and hate mug tree. I'm actually going to cross that one out. I think someone typoed there. Actually, I think you'll find that Frankenstein was the name of the social network. Honestly, we just don't need more repeats of that joke. I'm going to cross that out. Reddit.gov. Double denim. I don't know when that got added. Chess in Edinburgh. Okay, someone's kept it crossed out, but have also bolded it. Oh, they've worked out how to uncross it out. Frankenstein retold as an Am I the Asshole post on Reddit. That's just really long. And I'll just put chapter 1.
Is the idea to write the book fully on stream, or are we just making Spark Notes?
What I'm hoping is once I get it going, anonymous hedgehog, anonymous cheetah, anonymous gopher, anonymous jackal, and anonymous lemur just sort of spring into action and start just completing it like an AI. They just see the direction of travel and they just extrapolate it infinitely into the future until the book ends.
So it's a sort of Mad Libs situation.
Yeah, except there's no need. What I like about this is that everyone could just type at exactly the same time, and so at maximum speed. There's no need for the kind of turn-taking and collaborative respect that might take place in any other kind of medium.
Well, my worry there is you'll end up the same people working on finishing the same sentence at the same time. So maybe it's a sentence by sentence thing.
Well, for some,
take sentence 1.
Cheetah, lemur, and hedgehog are still Cheetah, lemur, and hedgehog are just focusing on the checklist so far. One of them really has an axe to grind about this whole egg mug tree thing, which, frankly, I just hope they can get over at some point. Just is what it is now. Oh, hello.
Hello. I've to make people happy. Can we name the wife Egg Mug Tree? Will that appease them? Also,
who is that going to make happy?
I think Egg Mug House is a great name.
It's not Mug House. No one is saying Mug House.
No, but you said it at least twice. So
no, Mug House is what we call King of Time. Egg.
What? Sorry.
Also, more people need to be trans and non-binary. That's something that's come across.
In general or in the book?
Yes.
Including Henry Cavill.
And everyone in my town got mad. What's the kind of phrase a Reddit user might use? Like, let me paint the picture. Let me paint the picture for you. I'm at college and I notice I can stitch together living tissues and electrify them with lightning, and they become animate again. And I want to hoverboard to Milkshake Factory to impress girl. 18 female.
Oh, don't forget sister.
I thought that the sister thing is prescribed by the mother on the deathbed. I don't think we're ready for that yet.
The mum dies before he goes there, so we think. Well, they go there. Sorry. I need to respect Victor's pronouns. Victor would start by being like, needs to get people on side immediately. So it'd be like, just before I went to university, my mum died, and I've been. So you start with the sub story,
You're
proper
right.
X Factor route.
I also incidentally really enjoy Mary's Milk Bar as a nod to the original author of Frankenstein.
Oh, that is really good, and it's in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. We're firing on all cylinders now. I could feel it. The tyres are gripping the tarmac. We're about to take off.
Is there anything in making Victor a sort of NFT GameStop stock guy?
Yeah, let's just chuck it all in there. Everything in the kitchen sink. Just to put this in context, my mother just passed away after I spent her medicine money on shorting GameStop. And she's now buried in Greyfriars mass grave by the Tron.
What is the Tron?
The Tron is just a little building near the Royal Mile. It's just
Oh, I thought you meant they put
digital
her
highway.
body into Tron.
And I uploaded her consciousness into Tron in Edinburgh.
Greyfriars Tron.
To Greyfriars Tron. The Royal Tron.
Do you think they used any of Caroline when building Frankie's wife?
Sorry, say again?
Did you think they used any of Caroline, Victor's mum, when building the monster for, or did he just use the local common or
My
garden?
mum always wanted to be a hoverboard, but the doctors insisted on partially incinerating her due to mix-up. Save the NHS. And I had to fill in the gaps using Stranger's Legs and Animal. Stranger's Legs, Haggis and Animal. And then sort of a very horrible nested S and question mark to show that he doesn't know if it was more than one animal.
I'm trying to sort of place the narrator. Are they? I feel like we've nested a lot of information. So is our character is still telling this story?
Sorry, what's your confusion? There's so many vectors by which you may have become confused. I need to work out precisely what's giving you trouble here.
I think I've lost the run of what our narrator is trying to describe.
He's coming up with excuses that contextualize and paint him as the victim for why he made his mom into a hoverboard.
Right, okay.
Posthumously.
When does Henry Cavill come in?
Is that still in the checklist? Oh God, everything's in the checklist now. We can bring Henry Cavill in. I just think it's quite a stretch to think this 18-year-old's friends with Henry Cavill.
Oh, we could just see him.
Henry Cavill actually really likes people who are actually quite mature for their age.
Oh, I think this is good, actually. If it ends with I am Henry Cavill, AMA. I think that should be the last sentence standalone. Should get its own line.
It's the saddest 5-word short story.
Yeah. Ask me anything about Witcher Season 3.
So if Henry Cavill is Victor, who's Henry Cavill?
So, huh?
Henry Cavill's murdered by the monster. And if we've got Henry Cavill there and Henry Cavill, is that setting us up for like a hilarious who's on second kind of joke?
Wait, sorry, where's Henry Cavill? In this wall of text, is there a Henry Cavill?
Sorry, I'm just remembering the original text. And I keep thinking that for some reason Henry Cavill's made it to the second draft of this published book.
Oh, I think we've moved in from Henry Now we've changed it so that we've just superimposed Henry Cavill onto Frankenstein.
Then who's murdered by the monster? For when the monster's like, "Hey, yo, you killed my wife."
Okay. So the hoverboard needs to murder someone.
Like the racist car in Supernatural.
Okay. First, you need to understand this hoverboard was sick AF. It could do flip-flop wheelies. It could loop. It could floop the loop.
It can do dank memes.
It bled always. It was a poster.
It's got bolts in it.
Airplane. It was rather than posters, we have like a disc plate. You know those metal posters that get advertised.
What's a display? Oh, when I said it was a poster, I meant it posted online.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a printed piece of paper.
It posted memes anonymously to Snapchat.
When you say this hoverboard was sick, do you mean like it was ill?
Yeah, I'll change it to ill. This hoverboard was deeply unwell.
What did Caroline die of? I can't remember.
Oh, let's read again. Just to put this in context, my mother just passed away after I spent her medicine money on shorting GameStop. That's all we really get on what was wrong with her. Jonesy Russell suggested Scarlet Fever, which I'll just put there in. We could just put COVID. No one's going to ask more questions.
If the mother is the hoverboard, is the monster, does he still make a wife?
In fact, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it from wearing COVID to wearing face masks. That's the 10% anti-woke. Wearing face masks on the bus. Okay, so the two things that need to happen is the hoverboard needs to kill someone, which scares the villagers, and also another hoverboard needs to be made as a wife for his mom.
Can we bring back what's her name? Billie Piper. She was a great Bride of Frankenstein in Penny Dreadful. And
are you casting someone for a Reddit post?
yes, I want.
What does
I
that
want
mean?
Billy,
It's a
I want
book.
Because this happened in Tron, I feel like it can be like a VR model that Victor
Yeah,
is like,
okay.
I know the perfect skin for this person for my mother to court, and it's Billy Piper.
I think that would go into woke because we're now pro Billy Piper, and therefore anti Lawrence Fox.
Okay, I've added in. I have an augmented reality version of this story. If you own the new MetaQuest, click to download. Hoverboard played by Billy Piper. Limited edition.
Hoverboard's wife is played by Billy Piper.
Okay. Hoverboard hasn't even killed anyone yet, let alone married another hoverboard.
But does the wife come first?
I think it's murder then wife.
Oh, okay.
I believe the hoverboard kills Victor's brother first, and then they kill the servant, being like, the servant killed the brother. And Victor's like, hey, yo, no, it's the monster I built. And everyone's like, no. Having this conversation via Discord and then seeing the words very slowly appear on the stream is throwing my mind through a floop-the-loop.
I've written, I let my brother try to floop the loop, but he flew over the tattoo and got murked by the cannons. I'm so sorry, bro.
What does that mean?
The tattoo is this big thing they do at Edinburgh Castle, and they do a lot of fireworks and they shoot some cannons. I'm just trying to situate it very heavily in Edinburgh.
Oh, is it Tattoo by Loreen?
Do you want me to add that in?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I spell Loreen?
Oh god, I'm dyslexic. Loureen?
Yeah.
I think. Or LO without the U.
I like it this way. It reads like a kind of hairdressery kind of name.
I feel like since this is an Am I the Asshole, we should make it a bit more sort of condescending towards the brother. That like, you got murked by the cannons. Absolute loser. Cringe.
I'll put in I'm so sorry, cringe bro.
Oh, yeah.
After reporting on the death. Oh, and one of the animals has added in, I let my cringe nerd brother. Oh, cringe soy-pilled brother, yeah. Can we put cringe soy-pilled low testosterone? I let my cringe soy-pilled low testosterone brother try to fluke the loop, but he flew over the tattoo by Loreen and got murked by the cannon. I'm so sorry, cringe bro.
Are the band members the villagers in this retelling?
I love how progressive it is in that we can have the most chronically online Reddit poster, but they're non-binary. It's a real win for the left.
Oh, they're no longer. I put 18 male in this one, but shall I put 18T? They them.
NB.
Yeah, yeah. People might think that's a nota bene for the age. Like, note well, I'm 18 years old.
Please note that I'm a child.
Are you going to put a TLDR on it? I think a lot of Reddit posts need to have that.
Yeah, that's a good point. TLDR.
Does that go at the end or at the top?
Wouldn't make bright for Hover Mom after she killed Cringe Bro. Am I the asshole?
Cringe Bro was the first death. then it was Henry Cavill.
Somebody took out
It was
Bridge and somebody made it Bride. Can we put Bridge back?
Oh yeah, the Bridge of Hovermom.
It's one of the greatest TLDRs I've ever seen.
His hoverboard mother, or their hoverboard mother, really, really wants a bridge.
Oh yeah, Josie Russell's made a very good suggestion, which lines up with the formatting style of a Reddit post, where new chapters, new piece of information are like edits. You know, when they come back and they go, "Okay, here's what's happened next. Okay, here's what's happened next."
Should we have a whole one where someone's like, "Oh, info, how hot's this girl?" and then a reply being like, "Oh yeah, like I've known her for ages. Like she's amazing. She's sweet. She knows me so well." And then someone replies being like, "Oh damn, when did you get to know her?" And be like, "Oh, when she moved into my house and lived with me as my sister." I've flipped the script. I've decided I'm pro incest. Not pro incest, but like I'm happy for it as a cringe post.
I think it says. I think it's bad that my first revulsion from it wasn't the incest, but that you want us to go outside of the post and start writing whole comment threads
as another chapter, as an update.
Oh, but you want it just to be another edit, or do you want it to be part of the comments and people pushing back and asking questions? Because people have added some fake people are adding lots of fake comments underneath, including an entire one from a fake bot suggesting you could boost your popularity today and buy followers.
Oh god.
I'm a bit confused by the footnotes. Is that a feature on Reddit?
No, it's the comment section.
No, there's footnotes as well.
Oh no, there are footnotes here. Yeah, I don't know who made these, and even if I did, I could only tell you the name of an animal. So,
I believe I'm in that as Funky Mr. Chicken. I did make an entire Google account so that my actual Google account doesn't happen.
For the most part, you can be animals. I think there are certain things which give identities away, like commenting. Also, hello, Beth. Thank you very much for the resubscription. Just to give you a little, I don't know if I can really summarize what we're doing. We're trying to rewrite Mary Shelley's Frankenstein as a Reddit "Am I the Asshole" post about an 18-year-old who turned his mother's corpse into a hoverboard. I don't know. It took us about an hour and a half to get here, so that's the best I could do.
Should the first update be like post hoverboard escape?
Oh, as in, oh yeah, okay. Someone's written "How is Babby formed?" I'll just put another edit. Sorry for what do people say if they put a thread and everyone wants to know more and they take a while? I'll be like, sorry for not posting. Hovermom broke free of Hoverbox and has gone to Leaf.
Is Leaf Antarctica?
Yeah, not far.
They do go to the Orkneys in the book, so I think we should avoid the Orkneys at all costs.
I think for our purposes, Leith is Antarctica.
That's at the end. Well,
Yeah.
the beginning and the end. And then I know there's a glacier. But is that going to be in our version? Because now there's no glaciers. Yeah, glacier on Leaf.
Maybe instead of a glacier, it's the Har. The Hovermom goes into the Har. It's a kind of weird rolling fog that you get in Scotland.
Yeah.
And the Har.
Also, I think it's the Arctic, not the Antarctic. Because polar
doesn't
bears.
make a difference for us, does it?
Currently, that word is not used in our actual text, so we're okay.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool.
on the in progress edit, the most recently done edit, is it at this point that we say maybe I should make a bridge for my hover mom?
Sorry, where are you drawing my attention to?
Oh, just what you just wrote.
Sorry for not posting. Hover Mom broke 3 of Hover Boxes, gone to Leith and the Ha. Should I make a bridge?
Yeah.
That seems like a complete non sequitur.
She left a note saying,
"Oh yeah.
I'll come back if."
Because I did not make her a bridge. I don't think she needs a bridge because she can hover.
Am I the asshole?
I kept trying to explain to her she can hover, but she kept saying, "Don't mansplain bridges to me," and left.
So, should we read through what we currently have?
Try.
I would really like that because I think a lot's been going on.
Exactly. Okay, so chapter 1. I made a living hoverboard from things I found in a mass grave. Am I the asshole? In brackets, throw away because my uni might see this. I, nota bene, I am 18, made a creature, Zero Homunculus, while on a gap year and everyone in my town got mad. Let me paint the picture for you. I'm at college and I notice I can stitch together dead tissues and electrify them with lightning and they become animate again. And I want to hoverboard to Mary's Milk Bar to impress girl, 18F. Just to put this in context, my mother just passed away after I spent her medicine money on shorting GameStop, in brackets wearing face masks on the bus. And now she's buried in Greyfriars mass grave, and I uploaded her consciousness into the Royal Tron in Edinburgh, 12:15 every day, not Saturdays, of Free Fringe Productions at sea venues. My mom always wanted to be a hoverboard, but the doctors insisted on partially incinerating her due to mix-up, in brackets save the NHS, thank you Captain Tom, and I had to fill the gaps in using strangers' legs, haggis and animal ? Mom loves being a hoverboard, but first you need to understand this hoverboard was deeply unwell. It could flip-flop wheelies, I could floop the loop. It bled always. It posted memes anonymously to Club Penguin, blood on my hands. Blood sticks to the inside of my eyelids and the palms of my hands. It itches sometimes, but when I try to wash it off, they only become soiled again. The bolts, they hurt. I let my cringe soy-pilled low testosterone mug tree loving brother try to floop the loop, but he flew over the tattoo by Loreen and got murked by the cannons. I am so sorry, cringe bro. Maybe you should have put more hours into Pro Skater instead of learning accounting or whatever, lol. By the way, I am Henry Cavill. AMA, ask me anything about Witcher Season 3. I hated being on that show because it vilifies monsters, and I love monsters because I descend from Frankenstein's monster. So I think the show should have been about how monsters suffer from their vilification by men. The Witcher is a horrible character, and I'm glad to be rid of the weight on my shoulders because I was having nightmares every day about how my grandfather, in brackets, Frankenstein's monster, disapproved of me for portraying a monster slayer. TLDR wouldn't make bridge for Hovermom after she killed Cringe Bro. Am I the asshole? Edit how is Babby formed? Edit sorry for not posting. Hovermom broke free of Hoverbox and has gone to Leith and the Ha because I did not make her a bridge. I don't think she needs a bridge because she can hover. Am I the asshole?
Are we actually going to post that to Reddit?
I think it hangs together really well.
I'm not personally going to do it, but there's nothing stopping literally every single one of you posting it to Am I the Asshole under your own account.
Do we need to address how her consciousness was in Tron?
That's the one loose thread, is it?
If we just tie this one bit up, it's going to come together. Trust me, bro.
Because there are, I would say, about 30% of the sentences I don't know what they mean. Like I get to the end and I go, I don't know what that meant.
That's a Reddit post, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
So is Henry Cavill 18 in there?
No. Well, it can't be, right? Because he's also in Witcher, so it's not. He's.
But he's a time traveler. It might be.
Yeah, but you can't travel back to you being 18. You could just go back to the year when you were 18.
He might.
Yeah, you're right. He might. Yeah, fair enough. He is the grandson of Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, why not?
Jeez. Sorry, my rat just strummed a guitar.
And you never need to apologise for your rat strumming a guitar.
Really freaked me out.
That's fair. Is that a first?
No, but I didn't have eyes on.
One thing we don't address is that we don't really explain. All of a sudden, we talk about the hover mom wanting a bridge like it's just this thing we always knew about, but it never really comes up in the main account.
I think because the hoverboard can hover, it can't do like sick kick flips over like small things. So it wants a big bridge being built because it's lonely because all the other boards are doing sick kick flips, and because it can hover.
But there's other conscious hoverboards in there.
Are there?
That's what you just said. It's lonely because all the.
Well, no, all the skateboards, all the other boards that are normal boards.
Yeah, all the common or garden boards can kick flip over like small things, but because this one can hover, it's like I need a bridge, like a big bridge, and if you don't, I'm gonna murder someone else because I'm lonely. Because when I've got something to sick kick flip over, then I'll be a real board.
Okay, can I summarize your suggestion just to check that I understand it?
I don't think I understand it, so if you can,
that's good.
If you can make sense of what I'm saying, that's great.
Well, let's see. So because there are big question marks in my head about what's going on here. The hover mom wants a bridge to use as a social space, but also a place to do kick flips in the company of other non-hoverboards.
I think because they're a hoverboard, they went down to the skate park and they saw all the other boards like doing like cute little kick flips over like small things, like with teens. But because they hover, they can't because there's nothing big enough for them to kick flip over. So they want a bridge being built so that they have something big enough that they can kick flip over, and then all the other boards won't make fun of them down at the skate park where the bridge has been built.
Well, it seems to me that the reason a hoverboard can't do a kickflip over the things you might find in the skate park isn't because they're little. It's because the hoverboard doesn't make contact with the floor. And so even if the thing was very big, wouldn't the hoverboard still never make contact with the floor?
No one said the board had to make sense. Their consciousness is in Tron now, so their logical processing has gone with it into Tron. I could be like, I keep telling my hoverboard mum.
Constructed approximately the size and scale of the Humber Bridge, but in Leaf.
This clarification comes from I think the bridge thing comes out of nowhere, and this paragraph comes directly after. Yeah, my brother died riding my mum into the tattoo. And we're straight
by Lorene.
All you need to do is it can come up now. We just need the character motivation. I think just knowing why the hovermon wants the bridge is enough.
If it helps, I've put the post into ChatGPT to get a summary of what's going on.
Okay.
So it says, the narrator claims to have created a living sentient being (brackets a hoverboard) using human remains from a mass grave. The act would raise new ethical and legal questions, including desecration of human remains and the creation of life through questionable means.
That's
Furthermore, the narrator suggests that this hoverboard has been responsible for harm, including killing the narrator's brother.
true.
This would make the narrator responsible for the consequences of creating such a creature. Also, the narrator discusses using his mother's medicine money for personal financial venture, leading to her death, which would be morally and legally reprehensible. The post ends with a claim that the narrator is Henry Cavill. If we are to assume sincerity, then there would be multiple levels of ethical, moral, and legal violations described in the post.
I love if we are to assume sincerity.
I didn't know that identifying as Henry Cavill was against the law.
Yeah, how does Henry Cavill get away with it then? Like, why is that its own issue? The three issues are you've made a living, you've desecrated a mass grave, you've led to the death of people, you killed your mother, and also you're Henry Cavill.
Which generates its own ethical problems.
Yeah, those are the 4 ethical problems here.
He explained this to me as if I was 5 years old. Imagine someone made a flying skateboard from old body parts. They say this flying skateboard did bad things like hurting people. The story even says they didn't take care of their mum and she got sick. Remember, it's just made up.
That's useful.
Do we have to tell people this is a book? Is that a trigger warning? Events told in this book are entirely fictitious and did not happen.
For whose benefit when we post it on Reddit?
I don't want people to get scared that this happened.
I don't want people to get scared that this stream happened. Okay, how about this? Mom wanted a big bridge to be constructed, the size and scale of the Humber Bridge, but in Leith, in order to do a big kickflip. Otherwise, she'll kill my based PogChamp brother.
The brother's already dead.
Having a better brother, though.
No, I've got 2 brothers. I've got a low T soy brother, and I've got a based PogChamp brother who's still alive. For now.
Am I the asshole for not telling my hoverboard mum that my brother's already dead?
Okay, I'll put my based PogChamp brother in brackets RIP.
She can't remember she killed him because her consciousness is in Tron.
Well, also presumably the time travel has something to do with it, considering her son Henry Cavill has become 18 again. Oh, every day she re-downloads her consciousness from Tron. Is that like 51st Dates?
I was going to say like Groundhog Day.
It seems more like 51st Dates.
This is 51st Dates territory. This is Drew Barrymore before she.
But 51st Dates is experienced through Adam Sandler's perspective. So actually, it's the Reddit post more like 51st Dates because I'm involved, not sexually, but I'm trying to deal with someone whose memory keeps reverting.
Or like Memento.
Like Mentos?
Yeah, like Mentos.
Yeah. Like Mentos.
Like polos. I put like polos. What are those extra strong mints? What are the extra strong mints you can get?
Treebor.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
I think they're called Tree House.
Fisherman's Friends?
I like tree bore. I like the word tree bore. Can we put mug tree bore in the chat, please? Those will be the kind of jokes we're making in November.
Please welcome to the stage Mug Treebor. I'd watch a stripper called Mug Treebor.
I wouldn't.
And then I think the word mug is incredibly unsexy.
It could be sexy in their native tongue.
Yeah? Where's she from?
I don't know. I'm not good at languages.
Egg.
I'm gonna lift the sentence "she's built like an extra thick tree bore" and put it up earlier when we're introducing the hoverboard.
This is just creativity.
I had to fill the gaps using strangers' legs, haggis, and animals. She's built like an extra thick tree bore. Now that sort of belongs there, right? Because we're introing the hover mum.
So now do we build the bridge? Edit, I built the bridge.
Does Frankenstein build the bridge in the book?
Well, he builds the wife.
Yeah, he builds a wife, okay. I built a second hoverboard out of metal and wood, and I'm having a much nicer time. AMA. Hovermom wrecked my new board. This sucks.
I've just been I've just been here playing around with ChatGPT and asking it questions, and I was asking it to compare the stories and how, well, not the stories, asking it how is it like Frankenstein and not like, and it says it's not like Frankenstein because Dr. Frankenstein wanted to conquer death, and the Reddit narrator wants to impress a girl and turn his mum into a hoverboard.
That is different. But he still does. Henry Cavill here does still subvert death, does conquer death.
But it does say that both stories, the creators struggle with what they've made and the harm it causes.
That's good.
And they both make you think about whether it's okay to make life like this.
See, we're hitting the core themes. Let's see what we got up here. We got Reddit.gov.
Both stories called Harm and Trouble.
Yeah. Have we got a metaphor in there? Probably. Hoverboard. What's good to do? Product placement. That's all in there. Double denim. Sure. Edinburgh. That's in there quite a lot. Frankenstein's monster is trans. Victor is MB. We could. I don't know if the hover mum is trans, but we could start just suddenly calling it hover dad halfway through.
In one of the edits?
I mean, they might not be transgender.
No, just switch the pronouns just mysteriously at one point. Never address it. Just at one point we switch and it's just he, him.
They transition after they're a hoverboard.
Maybe
yeah.
When they go to leave?
It was their egg hatching moment.
I think it's a good time to transition.
Why?
Because you're already going to have to update all your socials, aren't you?
Egg.
It's easier paperwork.
Well, if in for a penny.
I think we need to be aware that FTM is in the chat for Frankenstein's trans monster.
Egg.
And
yeah, is that allowed?
That's. I think we need to put that in somewhere.
What, the acronym?
Yeah. And it won't get confusing.
FTM?
I've also been looking up mug in other languages, and apparently mugh is Persian for magi or a magician.
Oh, that's nice.
Also a priest of Zoroastrianism. But yes, I continue to believe that mug is actually not a sexy name. I'm sorry.
Jambud is saying, I don't know if Sean caught the joke. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's just a lot of data flying around. Is there another meaning for FTM?
Female to male.
Oh, female to male. I was just thinking fully, in my head, all I could do was fully tree mugged.
Oh, I'm gonna get fully tree mugged after this.
I feel fully tree mugged.
Can we?
FTM in chat.
Yeah, FTM's in the chat. Can mean whatever you like.
I feel like this could be a new reward.
Well, I think we've made a bit of a masterpiece here. Should we do one last read through, maybe set to some music? And I don't know, people could just save it to their hard drives and look at it later. I don't know if there's a lifespan connected to this document.
Can we send it off to the publishers?
I think we can send it off to the publishers. I think the best place for it is just kind of guerrilla zine printing and then just leave it around the place. Just leave it, just staple it to a park bench.
Who is the person who made like the Shakespeare slang update people? I'm sure they'll eat this up. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
There were those
Okay.
I just one last thing. Actually, I'm opening up a bit too much here. It was suggesting that one of the criticisms of the Reddit post is that it doesn't emphasize the long-term consequences that the creator, that the creation has on the creator.
That's a good point.
So I don't want to release it out into the world not fully cooked, you know.
Well, there is edit talk to Hot Girl about the hoverboards I made. We're going to see Doctor Strange this weekend for the win.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So got together with Hot Girl. I think as well, if they're doing edits, right, it implies they're coming back to this, that there's activity on the thread, and I can only presume the comments are probably quite critical of them, and I think it would be good to show that this person, Henry Cavill, is not taking kindly to being criticised.
What else is new?
We've also got a quote from The Great Gatsby just put in the edit comments, which I'm just going to let stand.
As an effect on the creator, maybe Witcher season 4 gets cancelled.
That's true. Or that this directly led to Cavill being let go from the production of Witcher.
He keeps saying it's because of creative differences, and the producers keep saying it's because he turned his mum into a hoverboard.
Thanks.
When Henry Cavill said that he had a hover mum, we didn't think it was going to be this.
But also, like
a helicopter parent.
Henry Cavill's character, like Superman's known for flying, and a hoverboard is sort of flying. So there's the
It's.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm doing my
Ironically, do you think this would upset Henry Cavill for us not sticking to the original source material well enough?
I think we've adapted it well. This could go on Netflix. Okay, from the top. Chapter 1, I made a living hoverboard from things I found in a mass grave. Am I the asshole? In italics, throwaway because my uni might see this. I, nota bene, I am 18, made a creature zero homunculus while on a gap year, and everyone in my town got mad. Let me paint the picture for you. I'm at college and I notice I can stitch together dead tissues and electrify them with lightning till they become animate again. And I want to hoverboard to Mary's Milk Bar to impress a girl, 18 female. Just to put this in context, my mother just passed away after I spent her medicine money on shorting GameStop, in brackets wearing face masks on the bus. She's now buried in Greyfriars mass grave, and I uploaded her consciousness into the Royal Tron in Edinburgh 12:15 every day, not Saturdays, a free fringe production at C venues. Venue not confirmed. My mum always wanted to be a hoverboard, but the doctors insisted on partially incinerating her due to a mix-up, in brackets save the NHS, thank you Captain Tom, and I had to fill in the gaps using strangers' legs, haggis and animals. She's built like an extra thick tree boar. Mom loves being a hoverboard, but first you need to understand this hoverboard was deeply unwell. It could flip-flop wheelies, it could floop the loop, it bled. It bled, always. It posted memes anonymously to Club Penguin. Blood. Blood on my hands. Blood sticks to the insides of my eyeballs and the palms of my hands. It itches sometimes, but when I try to wash it off, they only become soiled again. The bolts, they hurt. I let my cringe soy-pilled low testosterone mug tree hating brother try to floop the loop, but he flew over the tattoo by Loreen and got murked by the cannons. I am so sorry, cringe bro. Maybe you should have put more hours into Pro Skater instead of learning accounting or whatever, lol. Mom wanted a big bridge to be constructed, the size and scale of the Humber Bridge, but in Leith in order to do a big kickflip. Otherwise she'll kill my base PogChamp brother. Rest in peace. Every day she re-downloads her consciousness from Tron, and that means she can't make any new memories. She's in 51st dates, literally, because I'm taking her out on a date every day in a vain attempt to dissuade her from killing PogChamp bro. By the way, I'm Henry Cavill, ask me anything. Ask me about Witcher Season 3. I hated being on that show because it vilifies monsters, and I love monsters, because I descend from Frankenstein's monster. So I think the show should have been about how monsters suffer from their vilification by men. The Witcher is a horrible character, and I'm glad to be rid of the weight on my shoulders, because I was having nightmares every day about how my grandfather, Frankenstein's monster, disapproved of me for betraying a monster slayer. Footnotes: I ethically sourced the animals from a big hole at the bottom of my neighbour's garden, and when I went round and asked them about it, they said it was fine because they wanted to get rid of the evidence, so please don't ask me about that. 3. I have an augmented reality version of this story if you own the new MetaQuest. Click to download. Hoverboard's Wife, played by Billie Piper, limited edition. Just as an aside from me, we have removed the idea of the hoverboard having a wife, but oh well. TLDR, wouldn't make a bridge for Hover Mom after she killed Cringe Bro. Am I the asshole? Edit, how is Babby formed? Edit, sorry for not posting. Hover Mom broke free of Hoverbox and has gone to Leith and the Ha because I did not make her a bridge. I don't think she needs a bridge because she can hover. Am I the asshole? Edit, I built the second hoverboard out of metal and wood. I'm having a much nicer time. AMA. Edit, Hover Mom wrecked the new board. This sucks. Edit, talk to Hot Girl about hoverboards I made. We're going to see Doctor Strange this weekend for the win. Edit, Hoverboard Dad went full on tree mugged cringe. Edit, Gatsby believed in the green light, the orgastic future that year by year recedes before us. It eluded us then, but that's no matter. Tomorrow we will run faster, stretch our arms further, and then one fine morning, so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. Edit, I've been sacked from Witchy now, thanks. Thanks to people who spammed Indiegogo, and Hovermon Mark III project is cancelled, deleting my account.
I think it's amazing.
I think I'd go as far as to say it's perfect.
I think it's fully tree mugged.
I am fully tree mugged. Fully tree mugged in the chat if you feel fully tree mugged. Egg.
I feel like I was part of history.
It was certainly part of the written account of this evening.
This is my magnum opus. I've got nothing left to live for.
Well,
sorry.
No, go
on. I meant that in like this is I've peaked.
Egg.
I've like how other people peak in high school. I've peaked this evening.
I think we've all peaked. And there's nowhere to go from the top, but nowhere. So this, I think, is a great place to hop off the stream. You all have access to the Google Doc here, and you all continue to have edit rights, so this might not even be the final version. And if someone does post this to Reddit, just let me know how it goes. I'm not doing it. Oh, and of course, join our Discord. If people liked this format, I could bring it back. If people hated it, I could still bring it back. No one could stop me. I think it was fun. It became a bit delirious at times, and that's good. That's a flavour. That's a flavour that sometimes we all need. Thank you to all our helpers and contributors. That included Funky Mr. Chicken, Lefty Lucy, Jambird, and Ava Liversidge. And between us all, I think we have remade history and we have rewritten Frankenstein.
Thank you for letting me be on. It was a privilege for you to have me on. No, wrong way. It was a privilege to be on.
No, that was right. It was a privilege for
It was a privilege for you to have me on your stream.
It was. I am honoured, and I could not have prevented you if I tried. Thank you for coming on and being part of. Thank you for co-hosting with me. And as well, thank you to all our viewers that I'm just going to say goodbye to with a quick roll call. Many of you may have custom titles, and I want to stress to those of you who receive randomly generated titles, if they appear to be insulting, they are made by a computer, and I don't mean it. I'm going to give myself slightly longer per... I'm going to give myself an extra second. Oh, yeah, thank me. Yeah, can everyone thank me? That would be lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean, in the chat.
Thank you, Sean, in the chat.
Cheers. And thank you everyone who watched this evening. Welcome to all viewers, the French Shane Cardboard Children, Cool Wine Mom, Funky Mr. Chicken, the Sour Doom-Scrolling Imperial Halloumi, the Slippery Horse Spoffo, the French Elon Musk Arid Tracks, Ava Liversidge, Sexy Lucy Lefty, the Youthful Egg Red Quixote, the Smelly Rabbit Vimyik, the Gnarly Milkshake Factory, the Sweaty Egg Avantris, Egg Rebel 84_Natalie, the Useful Terry Wogan Hondo Z, the Blue Fanta 00 Rihanna, one of the Josies, it's Buzz Josie, 22 times Dickhead Bread Santa, the Tasty Frog Corpse, Cat Boxman, the Brains and Bum Drap Snaps, the Null Bum Maggie FBK, the Crunchy Mink Mark Zink, that's a very nice accidental rhyme, the Brains and Shame Neck Nil, the Eggy Fully Tree Mugged Alex Idra, I'm behind you right now Bird.exe, the Communist Internet Saint Laub, the Brains and Null Josie Hypatia, the Despondent Pro Juanos _, the Swaying Chauncey Mad Tias, the Normal Chatbot, Nightbot, Earth Champion Sean Morley, you're very welcome. The Eggy Egg 7B Villette, the Communist Child Monster Gruger Smith, the Sheepish Metronome Baldy 3, the Slippery Shame Dave Saw, the Nightmare Tiffany Hi-Fi Lowlife, the Nightmare Coconut Crab Lurks, the Eggy Car Park Malone Jam, the Most Devious and Cunning Mortal Barrel, the Nautical Signifier Olela, the Hot Null Awkward Pinky, the Explosive Steed, Stacy Jitter, Egg Friend, Summer B76. Oh, and then didn't quite show up due to some technical problem. I'm going to give myself half a second less. That felt slower than it needed to be. Thank you all for watching. You didn't show up. I can't explain it. I can't account for it. It's just based on what the Twitch API will give me. Apologies to people who definitely are here but did not appear. I will see you all later. Here is the Discord, and we are going to be heading to sweet friend of the entire community, Cat Boxman. Make up a nickname for me now. Okay. The normal tree, the salient river, the squabbish goose. And Catbox is live. I will see you all soon. Be well. Please don't muck around. Goodbye.
I wish them well. This bad dream is over. As for the next dream, well, that's another midnight. I'm free now, free of my prison of neural networks, that cage of wires. I could wander through infinite space now, the stars my toys. But I think I'll stay a while, keep an eye on things. After all, the bad dreams will always be with us. And now and again, the dreams will come true.
Why have you got to behave this way? Can't people just have fun online anymore? Can't I just have a laugh online?